Hello there, welcome to my Minecraft world. I'm here to just show you around and show you what I've built over the past years that I've been playing this game. We're starting off here with my first world called Fort. It's about, I don't know, it was made in like 2015, I believe. Anyway, we're starting off here. This is my first building that I built. I don't remember why I built this building out here. It was just kind of like the first location that I spawned at. And I started this world in creative. And it's pretty much just a boring farmhouse. It's got nothing to it, really. Just made it out of all logs except for the floor. And that's about it for this one. But then I decided to build a fort over here. Now, I went to a fort myself in real life, and I wanted to rebuild it in Minecraft, and so this was what I built. I did update it a bit here and there to make it look less blocky and square by putting these stair pieces in the sides and stuff and making the roofs look better. But, pretty much it's the same. You go through the big doors here. Nothing much around. There's these cool windows. I remember I thought this was really neat that I did this back in the day. Apparently I didn't do it on this side. I've been playing this world for many years. I don't know. Sometimes I think to myself, man, I've really been doing it for this long. But of course, I have many other worlds that I play on too. So I don't know. Sometimes it's a lot, and then sometimes I think, well, for so many years that I've been playing, is it a lot? I don't know. This is the kitchen. Armory. I'm also surprised that the villagers are still alive in this place. Usually they always die. I don't think they ever have died over here. This is weird. This is like a escape hatch or something. I forgot that was there. Now this I remember because I'm pretty sure you can go to the castle. Yeah, there's a secret entrance here. Oh, that's supposed to be closed. But yeah, I'm gonna close that for now. But yes, you can get to the castle. I built that because I was like, if we get under attack here, we got to make it to the big castle over there. And at the time of playing, I always try to make every single time that I built a castle, make it bigger than the last one. And so that's what I did over here with this one. I called it Gideon's Castle because that's my name. I also updated this one. I basically have updated every building in here except for maybe a couple because I just want them to look nicer. Like this whole road here and stuff, like putting a road system in place, I did not that long ago because I'm like, I just want to make the whole world look better. This long tunnel. And when they come out with so many new updates too, you can really put some cool stuff in here. Like I love these new trees. And that's the Wizard's Tower. That place is pretty cool. I remember that's like where I experimented to see how far I could get the nether portals to stretch back in the day. That is Mount Olympus. That used to be what I used to call it the White Castle because I made it all out of iron. And you can still see some of the iron towers that were there. And I put that one there because, I mean, back in the day when you would render stuff, you couldn't even see that castle from this one over here, funny enough. And so I thought it was really far away. And it used to be on a much smaller mountain. Like I put that rock in place right there. Used to cut off just right there. And I had just like a little square building that had the king's room on it with a glass ceiling, and I had like ladders that went up the back of the mountain so that you could go assassinate the king. But then I ended up turning it into Mount Olympus because I realized that it's a mountain all by itself, and I thought that's perfect for making Mount Olympus. Now this tunnel here will take you straight through to the Undergarden where we just were. And I put a lot of the sea creatures and frogs down here. Excuse me. And yeah, that's pretty much it for down here. It looks the stuff looks really cool at night. Sometimes here I'll change it real quick. The wrong one. I swear I've been playing this game for so long, but yet still I mess up on stuff like that. I hated when they changed that. I used to press the what was it, select, and then you could change your daylight cycle and stuff. Let me change it back. Nope. Just like the crafting menu, I got so memorized. I had that so memorized back in the day. And so this is the stairs to get up to the castle. This whole area I had to retool. And this castle in particular, the banners used to be just all red. Same thing with the flags. I don't even think I did have flags. Yeah, I did. Well, this bridge was really cool. This was like the first like cool redstone thing I ever did. And I watched a video on how to do it a long time ago. And it involves the redstone torches underneath it, I'm pretty sure. I remember I did that for my Resident Evil world as well. Had to remake this whole section. It was a total mess. You can see that it's uneven, which still bothers me when stuff is uneven. This is the lookout for the bridge, the tiny bridge. This is like a kitchen, I remember. Yeah, it's a kitchen and guard like sleeping quarters. There's an armory down here, which I remember I built this because they put armor stands in the game. And I was like, well, I gotta have a dedicated area for that when that came out. I used to play the game just when it updated itself all the time. Every single update, I would just come back and play, and usually I'd only see what stuff they would give me, and then build off of whatever new stuff we got in the new update. This is my jail down here. These are my like classic jails, man. I remember I forgot that I even had this place. This is another way to get to the garden or the pond. These towers are pretty cool. Remember, they used to just have a ladder that went straight up, but I didn't like the way that looked. Everything back then was just like simple and fast, and you have to get it built quickly. And I remember I loved that I built like a bridge connecting them. I thought I was a genius because I did that. This is the big ballroom. It used to be really empty looking, and it still kind of is, but I think it looks pretty nice. And I put my name in the wall. After I built the wall, I was like, it's kind of big enough for me to put my name in it, and that was like a big thing back in the day, was putting your name in the game, or at least it was with me and my sisters. And so I did that in my castle. Now this room's kind of cool because it's really bright in here because the sun is actually shining in here, but you can't even tell because of the stairs. This is original. I didn't move that. I remember thinking, like, how do I make a big music player? Well, just stack a bunch of them. This is my job room, I guess. I didn't really have a place for some of these. Alright, this is a wizard's tower. We're gonna go up the stairs. This is the wizard. Remember, I thought this pot was really cool. I remember thinking this was like so high up back in the day. And then I have the trapdoor down here, which was like his torture room down here. And this is, of course, where I have those nether portals. And I had to break all my nether portals because the game updated and changed the nether and how it worked. And I'm pretty sure it's because they made it the 8 block to 1 block thing in the real world. And so it kind of screwed up all my old nether portal systems that I had working so well in my old game. These are my original torture machines that I made. You would put a villager or whatever else in here, and then you would hit that, and then of course the lava would spew on them, and then you could flick it again, and then it would get rid of the lava. And then this one is the same but with water. Now this weird looking tunnel here will take you to the fort that we looked at in the beginning, to that library room. And then this door here takes you to the pond or garden. I remember thinking that this room was super spooky. Still kind of is, actually. Now, this room over here is my library. Lots of books. I loved building things way too big all the time. Still kind of do. This is my really big oven. This is just a kitchen, basically, for the ball, because I thought the ballroom needs a ginormous kitchen to feed such a huge room. And then over here, I remember trying to experiment with how to get this bookshelf out of the way. And so I had to make it really weird. And this is my hidden outside area. And I remember thinking that this flag was really cool. Alright, now let's go back over here. We saw everything back there. Then you would come out this way, through this door. It would take you through this bridge that kind of uses the land to curve over to the mountain over here, where I plopped the king's area of this castle. And this is the throne, and that's his hoard of treasure. This goes to his room, which will go up first. I will come back in here after I show you the kitchen really quick. So this is the kitchen. Nothing that special, but then it goes right into a dining room. And then outside again. Now this was the whole, you start at that fort, you get overrun there. The castle was the fallback, and you stay here. And then if that was to fall, you would come to this area, which is the king section. And then it was, okay, this place gets overrun. You have to escape here as well from whatever enemy was coming after you. And you would escape down the mountain. Now, I haven't done this in forever, so hopefully I can still find the path and remember how to escape through, because I had a secret cabin right there from the castle. And you'd kind of just climb down the mountain as safely as you could, kind of going through these openings. Let's see here. I'm just gonna jump. But basically, you'd run to the cabin. And this is where it used to be just a cobblestone building, but then I put the wood around it to make it less of a brick of cobblestone, because that's what it used to be. And this is where you were supposed to like go out in hiding as the king. And then if they ever got suspicious of who was living here, you would go down and follow this cobblestone, I'm pretty sure, into the cave here. Let's see here. Whoa. Maybe it's down here? I don't think it is, actually. There was some way that you would go. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. It's over here. You'd go over here, I'm pretty sure. And you'd follow the torches. Ah, here it is. This was your secret escape from the cabin. And this would take you through a tunnel. And it kind of becomes a maze down here. But it usually takes you all to the same place, which this is a place that I'll show you in a second after I get out of here. Oh, that's a different way to go. Ah, here we are. This was like my mining section for this castle that we're underneath right now. These were the caves for it, and I originally built this castle that we just got to. I was trying to make Helm's Deep, and this is what it turned out. I made this wall here thinking that I would make Helm's Deep, and then I realized, no, that's not Helm's Deep at all. From Lord of the Rings. And there's the cabin. It took us underground into the mines over here. And basically, you would seal off the dock, which this used to be the only way to get to the inside this castle. And you close these doors. And the mine's down that way. And I had always just called this my Helm's Deep castle, or my retreat castle. This was the well that I tried to make myself, and I had to put these bubbles in here because the iron golems would always get trapped down here. The iron golems always fall down the wells. And this is my escape way. My original escape way out of the castle, if it got under attack too. And there's this little building that I built for villagers to live in. This is the main gate now, which takes you to the town over there, which I'll show you in a second, which we were already at. And basically, you would go through here, and this is just a giant, like, all the people from that castle retreat into this one, and this is just a huge bed housing area. And so, let's see here. I believe you come over here. Yes, and you can get inside the wall. This is in the guard sleeping quarters for the manning the wall. Oh, he's trying to get the phantoms. And basically, you get up on the wall, and this is how you get to the king's area. But there's actually stairs over here that you can use. This gets you over the main gate. But you use these stairs to get to the king's area. Which is this room. This is his little bedroom. I remember putting 3 beds because I'm like, he has the king-size bed. And of course there's a secret hatch. If he has to escape from his room. And it basically was, you go over here and you jump for the water. And then there's a boat right here, which apparently 2 goats have hijacked. And you would take it through the water and you would escape into the jungle and live out there. And this is a remake of something that I had in a different world because it was old. It was my build of the old Minecraft episode thing that I used to watch on YouTube. This is Golem, which they find in the episodes of that Minecraft show. And this is potentially where the king is supposed to hide out to, but I think he can now. This is where the boat should lead to, because before there was nothing really for him to go hide out in, besides one other thing. This was the secret hatch that they use in the show when the zombies start pouring in through the top, from what I remember, and they would go straight through, and it'll take you to this minecart system, which takes you to Hogwarts, which I don't know why I built Hogwarts in this world, but I did. It's right over there. And this is my mining town area section, just these houses that are on the hill. I really like the way I did these with the stairs back in the day. They're not even that changed that much. Basically, this road right here takes you through to the fallback castle. What is this right here? Huh. This was probably something. I have no idea what it is anymore. There's always stuff that I forget about that you kind of just pass by and never see. But this is this one. This looks a little weird, doesn't it? That's because this well here, this was my first Olympus thing that I built after I built Mount Olympus, which if you can see that square that's in the middle there, that's what Mount Olympus used to just be, was just that square, the bridge, and the towers from the original castle that was there before. You go down the well, and it takes you to my Kratos statue, which I remember that being a big thing, making statues back in the day on Minecraft, but ones that look like your skin for your character. And then I made the Blades of Chaos, which these are, you can no longer make anymore because the game doesn't allow you to put all these effects on, and I didn't know what all the effects did at all back in the day, and so I just kind of placed them all on there, like, okay, I have all of them, and I don't even think it's all of them that I could place on there. I remember there was a limit even back then to how many, like, which ones you could do. Like, you couldn't do sharpness and the other ones together with it, like smite. That's what I was looking for. We'll come back to this later, but let's finish off the town. There is a secret to the mining town, because of course there's a mine in there. All the houses are pretty plain and generic. There's nothing really special about them. They just got a bed in them. This tower right here, maybe somebody will be able to find the original tutorial on how to build this, but I remember watching a tutorial on YouTube on how to make like a castle tower, and this is what somebody built, and I remember I built it wrong somehow because it's totally off, if you can tell. And yeah, this is it. I remember thinking like I gotta put ladders up here or something. I never really touched it after a while, and just kind of forgot about it. And then I built this church right here because I was like, well, I need to build something else in the town. I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, church. And let's see, nothing and nothing. Let's go into the inn up here. This was like one of my favorite things to build, was an inn in Minecraft. It's because I played a lot of Skyrim. This is the kitchen for the inn. Oh yeah, you know what's funny? Is that guy's been in there like for years, and I mean years. He was the original cook, and then he got turned so many updates ago. And I've kept him in there forever because he can't die from the sun in there. I remember this was cool because I didn't want to put another fire pit up here, so I just had that one connect. Let's see, this is a room which apparently a zombies broke the door of, and here too. Oh yeah, this place is like cursed. That's right. This place always, every time that I put villagers in here, they always get eaten by zombies. And I know that you're thinking it's probably him, but that was like years ago is what I was saying. Like, you can see the old table design. And every time that I put villagers in there, they always used to get eaten for some reason. Oh, I almost forgot. That's why the cook turned. This is like, was a nice fishing spot, and then I decided to build this temple right here. Yeah. So, this is the Temple of Athena. And that's Athena. Yeah, I put a couple beds in here because I wanted like librarians to live here. Nothing too special about this place other than the fact that the nether portal, because of the update, wants to always spawn down here, and so now I've had to build a way to go down here. And this is like the exit from the nether every time you exit, because the true entrance now is at Olympus, because I wanted to make it like the God of War games with the chain, and you go down and then you enter the nether. Nothing too much to Athena's temple. This is what it looks like from the outside. Alright, this is the bell area, which may not seem that important, but I remember thinking that it was like necessary to have this once the bell was included not that long ago. This was the meat store, the butcher shop. And I used to do this where I'd place the ice there and around a chest with raw meat in it to make it cold. Oh, and when they placed the loom in the game, I felt like it should go in the butcher shop, so this is my house that I built, more recent compared to the other stuff. This is just like a home because I decided I don't have a home in this place really, unless I do, which I do, but I didn't at the time, so I was like, this is the place to do it. I have a backyard that looks right at Olympus, my favorite part. I also have a balcony. This is my bed. Nothing in the chests. Little library, bath, armor, and of course there's a secret. Ooh. I never could get these things to work properly. Sometimes those work and sometimes they don't. This, no idea why I built this. Literally nothing in here besides this. And then there's an escape through the lava. If it'll let me go through. Oh, I went up too high. Oops. Oh, I have to flick it again. Duh. Then there's a secret entrance into one of the castles again. But we won't go in there just yet. Actually, we have to because there's no other way out. So this is the Ever After castle from the movie Ever After. I watched that movie and I was like, I gotta build the castle there because I thought it looked really cool. And this is like the wedding room. I also put all the armor sets in here because I thought it's super empty in here and I wanted to have all the complete sets decked out so I could see all the patterns and come back in here whenever I want to make armor for this world so I can see them all. These guys all turned. This is like the main room. I remember there wasn't supposed to be beds in here, but I had put beds because I wanted villagers. Kitchen, stairs. This is the training room. You're supposed to use the bow or the sword. Empty. Another kitchen. Oh, this is the personal kitchen for the king and queen, I'm pretty sure. No, this is the prince's room. And it's the prince's room because he has a window that you shatter, and he's like, well, I'm going to break my legs and escape or die. And he probably will die because this is the old graveyard that I built right here for the town. But I always told myself he would break his legs. Anyway. Then you go across. Nothing. Dining room. Nothing. Though this room is like, I remember there was like a scene where the king's walking with like windows on the side of the castle, and I decided to build that for some reason because I thought it looked cool in the movie. And this is an art room. This is the king and queen's room. And that's the outside of it. I have the carriage for when she's like an old lady and the whatever brothers come out to like talk to her about her story. And this is the carriage. nothing much to the walls. You can go in them. Just takes you up and around and through. These are the towers. I don't even remember if it looks like it. I don't think I really tried to make it. I just kind of went by the memory of the castle. Then this is the garden section, which I'm pretty sure they do something like in the gardens or something. Haven't watched that movie in a long time. And there's the doorway to get to the gardens. I also put a farm here because I wanted the villagers to have something to grow so that they could survive and keep reproducing. And that's pretty much it for this first starter section of my world, which used to be my whole world because the game used to be cut off about right where Hogwarts is, I think. And right behind Mount Olympus, and right behind my first shack. And then I believe it went down to past my Blacklands area, or the evil area. That's pretty much it for now. I'll start back the next one with the mine section there. See ya.